Blessings, everyone. I am LaDonna May. Welcome to Mystical Divination. Being the witchy gal that I am, I like to celebrate the Sabbats. What the Sabbats are is they are pagan holidays, and there are 8 of them, and they are beautiful and wonderful and a great way to celebrate the turning of the wheel. Every Sabbat, I make what I call a Springs Spritzer, and that is also otherwise known as Florida water. Florida water was named after the legendary Fountain of Youth, which is reported to have been located in the state of Florida. This essence is said to be the most popular perfume in all of the world. I like to make it myself with my own ingredients and with my own recipe. I'm going to share that with you today. So why do I call my concoction a Springs Spritzer? The S is for solace. The P is for peacefulness. The R is for rest. The I is for intention. The N is for nature. The G is for gratitude. The S is for serenity. And what can you use Springs Spritzer, also known as Florida water, for? What do we do with it as witches? How does it benefit us? How does it help us work our magic? Well, I'm going to give you some ideas and tips on how to use it. It's for spiritual cleansing. It also cleanses your soul. It's calming and it's soothing. I personally use it every single morning like a perfume. What I like to do is spritz my whole self, head to toe. It just brings a purifying and a really good connection for me to source and to the spirit. It's a mist to your environment to purify it. And with that said, you can also use it as air freshener. That's a good idea as well. It brings in a high vibration to self. So if I'm in a really bad mood or my energy's off, I will immediately spray myself with the essence. It's amazing. All magic workings can be enhanced with Springs Spritzer. It misted on all of the areas where you perform your magic. I personally like to put it all over my altar at least once a day. Before I do magic and after I do magic, I will put it all over the things on my altar. Let's see, what else? Oh, home protection. Yes, it's a way, I call it like a burglar alarm system for sure. It just protects and purifies your home from any negative situations. And speaking of that, it also is used to repel negativity. If you have negative people come into your home, as soon as they leave, just spray this stuff everywhere and it will take away all of the negativity that they brought with them into your home. It will clear and cleanse and bring back positivity. You can also put some drops of it into your bath. That's amazing too. It attracts good luck. So if you're manifesting something, oh, of course, use it for manifesting as well. But if there's something that you're manifesting really, really hard for, take the Springs Spritzer and do the conjuring for those good things that you want to bring into your life. It also works as a warrior source of protection for self. Bring in your warrior with Springs Spritzer. It will work really, really good. You can also use it on surfaces to wipe them down, to bring in another essence of magic. It does not disinfect. This is not any sort of use this instead of Lysol. This is not something you use in place of good disinfectants. It's not a disinfectant, all the while it does disinfect the spiritual energy. I also use my Springs Spritzer for channeling my ancestors. When I need guidance and call upon my gods and goddesses and the ancestors, I use this for that as well, so that they have this open, clear channel to come to me for assistance. The biggest thing, the most wonderful thing that I use it for, it gives me well-being. It makes me feel really good, and it supercharges me so that I will definitely have a good day to follow every single morning. First thing when I wake up, before I do my meditation, and after my meditation. Those are the 2 times that I douse myself crazily with my Springs Spritzer. The Springs Spritzer that I am going to make today is for the Sabbat Beltane. Beltane is celebrated on May 1st. It's another turning of the wheel. It's bringing fertility and abundance to nature after its dormant time in the winter. How do I do this? Well, it's very, very simple, and that's why I am giving away my recipe. I don't normally do that. I swear I do not give away my recipe, but I just want everybody else to make this, and I want you to celebrate this and use it at home. It is so simple to make, easy ingredients, and it's just beautiful. So here I go, giving away my recipe for the Beltane Springs Spritzer. With every single spritzer, the first ingredient is always water from a natural outdoors source. This I got from a pond in my neighborhood. You can use it from a river, from the ocean, from a lake. It is entirely your choice. I personally, and of course, I'm not saying don't use tap water or don't use distilled water. I would never tell you not to use anything. What I would say is I feel it's a better connection to nature to use from a nature source. So as I say, this is pond water. And the next ingredient is, you can use any type of alcohol you want. I use vodka. And since I live in Alberta, I got the Alberta Pure Vodka. Like I say, any sort of alcohol that doesn't have a smell or any distinct kind of flavor to it. They say that alcohol is scent-free. I don't know. But yes, I use alcohol of vodka. Gotta try it first. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. So what I use for my spritzer bottle, little one from the dollar store. I like to add more vodka than water. So I am going to use, I'll save a little bit for my rituals later. All right, you go over there. That was really good. All right, so I have it about 3/4 full of the vodka. For the Beltane Spritzer, I use essential oils. I always like to use the number specified for witchy numbers. So I either use 6 or 9. This time I have chosen 9. How do I choose them? Basically, I just go by what smells good together. I don't go by any ingredients or books or anything. I ask my gods and goddesses which ones would be best suited. And this is what they gave me for today's Beltane Springs Spritzer. First of all, before I use them, I am going to do a little blessing on everything. And I'm going to bring them in so that every single ingredient is used for good blessing and loveliness of the soul. And there we have it. All ingredients prepped and ready to work in harmony for all the soul cleansing that your soul can handle during the Sabbat of Beltane. The other ingredients, besides of water, which is locally sourced outdoors, and that good old alcohol, essential oils. The essential oils that I use for the Beltane Sabbat are Liang Liang, juniper berry, orange, frankincense, sage, cedarwood, lemongrass, jasmine, sandalwood. Sandalwood just happens to be my favorite essential oil of all time. It is totally the best. Also, I just remembered something else that I want to add. Your outdoor sourced water. You can also charge this underneath a full moon or a new moon before utilizing it in your Beltane. What I did for this water that I got from a local pond, it was a full moon last night. It was the flower moon May last night. I went this morning as the sun was coming up and I got this water from the pond. So it's kind of sort of full moon charged. But like I say, it's your own personal preference to have it moon charged, sun charged, both charged, or not at all. Totally personal choice. Let's start adding the essential oils to the vodka. I like to bless each one. And you can use as many drops as you want. I usually put in, depends, between 20 and 30. So there goes 23 Liang Liang. $29-ish of juniper. I emptied out the orange. It was pretty awfully fast anyway, so I'm sure that there's enough in there to make me happy and joyful and free. frankincense. That one was awfully quick. Sage. I'm noticing about 29 seems to be the witchy number for me today. Cedarwood. As I'm adding the drops in, I'm putting my intentions and my purifications and my manifestations in. So while I'm watching the drops and counting the drops, I'm also channeling to the universe with desires and goals and gifts that I would like to receive while manifesting, utilizing my Springs Spritzer. Lemongrass. Jasmine. And sandalwood. Sandalwood brings me such joy. My very favorite. Giving a whole lot of gratitude over. And there we have it. All of the essential oils done. And then, since we still have room, of course, in the bottle, I like to top it up at this time with the outside sourced nature water. Perfect. Most excellent. And the topper. And shake her up. Oh, that's tequila. This is vodka. I can smell it already. It smells so good. All right. Let's see. Oof. Oh, that feels good. It smells delightful too. I love it. love this. And as I say, you can make them on any Sabbat you wish. And come up with your own essential oils or use mine. Please feel free. I would be honored if you used my ingredients for yours as well. Thank you so much, and I do hope that your Beltane Sabbat is beautiful and wonderful and everything fertility and abundance for you. This is my lovely Book of Shadows, which I purchased in Salem, Massachusetts, same place that I got this epic hoodie from. And inside the Book of Shadows, here is my recipe for the Beltane Springs Spritzer. Thank you for joining me today so I could share with you my recipe for the Beltane Sabbat Springs Spritzer. I hope you enjoy using it as much as I do. Namaste.